Hello and welcome to New Mama Meg. I'm Meg. It's nice to see you again. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you a day in the life of a 10-month-old. If you've been following along, you know I've been doing a little series. So we did day in the life of a 7-month-old, day in the life of an 8-month-old, and I accidentally missed day in the life of a 9-month-old. I don't know how this is possible. Somehow the days just are flying by and the months are flying by, and I missed it. I missed the date. So sorry about that. Oopsie. So I'm very sorry I missed day in the life of a 9-month-old, but whatever, we're moving on and we are on to 10 months. So I can't believe it, but Finn is 10 months old. It feels like he was born yesterday, so this is just boggling my mind that we're in the double digits now, but he's 10 months old and it's insane. It's just crazy. But he is growing up so quickly. He's such a little boy now. He's moving all over the place. He's standing up, he's crawling, he's doing like the pull crawl. Now he's crawling like a big boy too. If you hold his arms, he's walking. It's just a lot. There's a lot going on now that he's 10 months old. To be honest, from 8 to 10 months has been the most difficult for me personally. I don't know if it's because he's so mobile now. It's just a lot to keep up. You always have to have your eye on him, which I mean, I did before as well, but now it's different because he's sitting down, he's falling over, he's bonking his head. There's just so many things that can happen. And if you look away for 1 second, it's not good. So I am personally exhausted, more exhausted than ever. But at the same time, it is so cool to see him hit all these milestones. Like I said, he's like a grown-up boy now. It's just crazy. But because we're on lockdown, there is not much of anything to do. And on this particular day that I decided to film the day in the life of a 10-month-old, I had to get out of the house. I could not bear to just be home anymore. I'm very thankful that we have a nice, safe house to be in, a safe place for Finn to grow up, for him to play with all of his toys, to do whatever he needs to do. But as a mom who's been home for 10 months on mat leave, all while we're going through a pandemic, there are days where I'm like, I need to get the heck out of this house. So anyway, so that's what we did this day. And I'm gonna take you along with me. We live in, I call the sticks, or like the boonies. So there's not much of anything to do around here. So if we go anywhere, it is a little bit of a drive to get there. So we went on a little car ride, made a little visit to Dad at work, stopped at Starbucks because that is one of the things that makes me smile these days. So, okay, I've talked a lot. Let's just get into the video. Here it is, day in the life of a 10-month-old. These days, Finn is waking up anywhere between 6:30 and 7:30, so we had a bit of a later start on this day. Also standing up in his crib, so I have a very cute welcoming committee when I go in every morning.
Hello. Oh, you look grumpy.
So once I go in there, I'll take him out of his crib, take off his sleep sack and change his diaper, and then I'll give him a quick drink before we head downstairs for the morning. In my last day in the life of video, I mentioned that I was doing a 6-week workout program, and I'm in the final week right now. So once I get him up and I change his diaper, we come downstairs and I'll get all of his toys out that he needs for me to get through the program. Then I'll get my shoes and my weights out as well. Then I put on one of his favorite shows. So right now he's really into Blue's Clues, so he's been watching that in the morning while I exercise. And I'll keep him there on the floor until he starts to fuss or until he starts to climb on me, which you'll see happens here. Hi. Careful. On your bum. So once this happens, I'll try and distract him again with whatever toys he has on the floor, but it only lasts for so long. Usually at this point, I've made it more than halfway through the workout, and then I just plop him in his activity table so that I can power through the rest of the workout.
Toes in. Toes in.
Once I'm done and we've celebrated that the workout is over, I will pick him up and we'll head over to the kitchen to have breakfast. I only started feeding him breakfast about a month or so ago, and now we sit and we eat together every morning. He loves to eat, so he's always happy to have his breakfast with me.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty.
He's such a good little eater, but he's starting to mush his food around in his mouth and it's grossing me out. So eventually I will have to teach him some manners, but for now I'm just happy that he's eating. Once we're done our breakfast, we head back to the family room and he'll just play some more. And when I say play, I mean more just pull himself up on anything that he can get his hands on.
Hello. Good job.
He's also always on the hunt for Hazel, so whenever she settles down, he is sure to find her and scare her off to go somewhere else. So as you can see, he is very busy all the time. All the time. This is nonstop.
Is Hazel there?
Also, we got this mesh gate instead of a regular baby gate, and I love it. It's been amazing. So if you're interested, I will put the link in the description below. He usually goes down for his first nap anywhere from 2 to 3 hours after he wakes up in the morning. So I usually just will give him a drink, whether it's downstairs or we go up to his room, and then it's time for his nap. He goes down pretty easily for naps, so once he does, I'll get myself ready. So that basically means just throwing my clothes on and brushing my teeth. And then I will head downstairs and just tidy up the kitchen, tidy up the toys, and just clean up before I settle down for a little bit myself. I've been trying to only have one coffee a day lately, so I always save it for when he's down for his nap so I can enjoy a nice, hot, quiet coffee by myself. So once all that is done and my coffee is ready, then I will just settle in on the couch and watch TV, or this is also when I'll use the time to edit videos or do whatever work I have to do for my YouTube channel or my Instagram. He slept for quite a while this day, so I went up and woke him up after about 2 hours. I'm very conscious of the timing of his naps these days because we have to get the afternoon nap in. If we don't, it's a bit of a nightmare when it comes to bedtime and grumpiness and fussiness. So I watch the clock like a hawk.
Hello. Good snooze. Okay, still tired? Yeah.
Once I've given him a couple minutes to wake up and rub his eyes and just become a human again, I'll take him out of his crib and we'll change his diaper and put his clothes on for the day, and I'll give him a quick drink before we head downstairs for lunch. He likes to be near me basically all the time, so when I'm cooking his lunch, I'll just have him in the kitchen with me. When we started to introduce solids, I did not want to do baby-led weaning. It made me very nervous and I was just too scared to do it. So we did a lot of purees, and only now are we starting to give him more chunks of different things. So here he's eating an egg and he just picks up little pieces, shoves them in his mouth. It's gross but cute at the same time. And he's so happy. He's just so happy when there's food around. But he's getting better every day and I'm getting more comfortable with it too. So we're just going to keep practicing. He's learning how to use the tiny cup. We didn't go with a sippy cup right away. I just thought this would be kind of cool to use. So it's a bit messy. He kind of spits half of it out, but we're learning. Now, since we were heading out for a little bit, I changed his diaper again just because we were going to be in the car for a while. If you have a baby, you know it takes forever to get out of the house. So at this point, I think it had been over half an hour of just trying to get everything that he needed, get him in his car seat, get everything that I needed, get Hazel ready. It's a marathon to get out of the house. Once we finally had everybody ready, we headed out and got in the car. And of course, Hazel's coming with us because why not? Our first stop was a really super quick visit to see Dad at work. He ended up having a meeting really shortly after we got there, so we could only stay for a couple minutes.
Cool. Cool. Piece. Yeah. Wow. You have a nice car ride? Yeah, nice ride in the car? Nice ride in the car going nowhere?
Yeah, you can see Daddy at work. Cheese.
Next up, we went to Starbucks, and my best friend actually works there and was singing me a song through the drive-through intercom thing, hence the dance.
Hi, how you going?
Then I went ahead and ordered an overly complicated drink because that's what you do when you go to Starbucks. And I also got Hazel her own puppuccino. The drive home after Starbucks was an absolute nightmare. Finn cried and screamed the entire way home, and unfortunately on the route that we take, there's nowhere I can really stop and pull over and help him. I just kind of have to get home. So anyway, here he is just playing around. You'd never know that he'd just been screaming his head off, but anyway, we made it home in one piece, so. Earlier I mentioned the importance of the afternoon nap, and I thought he would nap in the car on the way home, and of course he didn't, so that probably contributed to the screaming. Once Dan got home, he took Finn out for a little walk. I needed a little bit of time by myself, so he did that, and Finn almost fell asleep, but we stopped it. Then they came home, and we all had dinner. He's very into waving these days. It's the cutest thing. He loves to wave at Hazel the most. And clearly it was bath night on this night, so Dan took him up and gave him his bath. We still use the baby tub with him. It's probably too small, but our actual tub is just way too big that he would just be flopping around and swimming, and I'd probably have to get in with him. So for now, we just use this thing, which he seems happy enough at. Boo. Then we put his nighttime diaper on, his jammies, and his sleep sack. Then Dan will read him a book, and then I'll give him another drink, of course. Very thirsty and hungry baby. And then we'll rock him until he falls asleep. And that's it. That is what a day in the life of a 10-month-old baby looks like. Yes, it's very similar to 7, 8, and 9 months. The routine is very much the same, but he is such a busy boy, and man, is it hard to keep up. It's so fun to watch him. It is so cool to see him grow and learn and just become his own little person. So as much as the days are definitely harder than they were before, I am loving every single second of it. Even when I get frustrated and am stressed and want to cry and all of those things. But that's okay. He is worth it. I love him so much, and I'm working through it all. If you liked today's video, don't forget to subscribe. I am working so hard on this channel, as well as my Instagram, which you can follow me at newmama_Meg. And that's it. Have a great day. Bye.